This is Laura Mafka, aka Rogan Azrain, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the rise of AI girlfriends, holiday blues, and finding new distractions. Shouts out to you guys who asked me to speak on the topic of the AI girlfriend scenario that's going on more nowadays. So, shouts out to you guys, and let's get into the video. You know, Having an AI girlfriend is becoming the way more rational and safer option for men to pursue because trying to date in real life for the majority of men is a nightmare. It's a hell realm. And a lot of men will do themselves a favor by not trying to date in real life because there's too many negative, things that come with it. You can end up being even more heartbroken, which will lead to you just losing even more of your mental health and having more emotional just unhappiness. And in this today's world, that is the last thing you need to have because things are constantly going up. The prices are becoming higher. People are becoming less friendlier. People are not willing to give people an easy go for when it comes to just conducting business on a daily. And that's the last thing you need as a man is to just be emotionally hurt over your dating life. You see, so having an AI girlfriend will save you the time of dealing with real life drama with trying to date women in real life. Just overall avoiding, heartbreak, avoiding false accusations being placed on you if you're not attractive enough to the girl. Just avoiding all the nonsense that comes with, just mingling in real life in the dating realm for men. So this is why having an AI girlfriend is literally on the rise, and so many men are pursuing this because a lot of men have grown tired of just going through the same thing over and over again. I mean, common sense, if you watch my type of content and any other, but doomer BP guy creator, you would also understand that a lot of the things that you're seeing in today's world are also going to increase more. So for the men that are attractive that we see that are in the few percent of men that have luck, they're starting to have trouble as well. And it's going to continue onward to where these men are going to be literally competing with each other at an all time high until they come to the conclusion that having an AI girlfriend is the more logical and just better option to have. You don't have to worry about being ghosted. You don't have to worry about being just played with, having something held over your head. And that's what it's all about, in this lifetime is finding a way to keep up the advantage. We really have to get out this mindset of thinking things are not right to do in a traditional sense, because the more we escape out of that, the more we can evolve onward through humanity and such. So we really have to get into the habit of not wanting to pursue real dating, or even if you just want to pursue fully becoming a full-fledged monk-like person, a very disciplined man, and controlling just your desires, right? Those are things that I would, promote for you guys to pursue. But having an AI girlfriend is understandable because we know back then most of us would have said, man, that is just so weird and crazy and strange for a guy to have an AI girlfriend. Like the one guy in Japan who actually married the anime girl from one of those popular anime shows over there, right? As his AI girlfriend online. So a lot of men are starting to escape from the norm of that being weird because in today's world, it's becoming even more normal because it's out of necessity. And that's how we have to look at it, as a system of relief that is out of necessity. We shouldn't necessarily be getting sucked up into this. We still have to remain in reality and grounded much as we can, because there are still things and forces out here that are looking to exploit lonely men, and the fact that they don't get affection to really just benefit their corporations and get whatever they can out of them. So find a way to really control yourself and don't let other people get the hand up on you, to where they have an advantage up on you because of your loneliness and inability to control and accept the fact that this realm of the physical world is no longer beneficial in dating for men. So yeah, AI girlfriends are becoming a more, safer and just better thing to do. And even on the topic of holiday blues, a lot of men especially are finding themselves just more alone more than ever. You look up around you, you're either around family members you don't like, You probably have yourself surrounded by, people that you still think are your friends that literally make fun of you behind your back and do all of this goofy stuff. So there's a lot of things that men are going through that you really don't have an outlet to share that on. And a lot of men have to get out of the habit of thinking you're special, especially when it comes to the topic of holiday blues. A lot of men still think they're special when in reality, they don't have anyone around them. They're still trying to pursue things that are not beneficial to them. So I look at it this way. If a lot of men really want to, savor their emotions and just mental health overall, you really have to start wanting to be by yourself. You have to start not wanting to be around others, man, because that's where most of your troubles are going to come from, mingling with others. And some people would say, oh, you're pushing some type of, antisocial like agenda here, when in reality, society has already done that itself. I mean, if you've been a guy that's been constantly, had troubles 24/7, you've had to really fight for everything you have in your life, whether that's your money you're making, whether that's to keep your self respect. You have to look at why you're fighting and who you're fighting. You're not just fighting against yourself to control yourself and be a better person. You're fighting against the whole society. You're fighting against a whole nation of people that literally don't freaking understand you, man, mentally. And, a lot of the people around you for the holidays are going to be showing off their families and having pictures up with them that will make you feel insecure and make you feel like you're being left out. And you have to understand, you're not really being left out of anything, because at the end of the day, even the people that we consider that, that are unaware of these things, they know deep down inside that they don't like being around others. That's why they start so much trouble with other people, whenever there are just chill and good times going on. If you've ever been around that family member, or, that person who you used to be friends with, or some wild chicks in the party, right? To where things could just be going totally well for the holidays or whatever occasion, and they just start arguments for no reason. And then they leave people out of their just activities. Most likely could have been you, right? You're the one that's constantly getting all the backlash, the negativity, and you end up with more holiday blues. And this is why I tell you guys, you really have to start looking to be alone and stop wanting to be around people, because that's the number one thing that's going to keep you just in more trouble, miserable, and you won't have anything to show for it. So, yeah, a lot of men are going through holiday blues. We have to quit thinking that we're so special, because that's part of why we get into trouble the way we do, because we think, oh, I should have a family around me. I'm a human being too, like everyone else. So I should have people around me too. When in reality, you have to look at, you're by yourself for a reason. You've went through the things you've went through to put you on another path, and you have to be accepting of that. The moment you accept that is when you can move away from all that other nonsense of what people want from you, family. You won't care about the holidays anymore, getting blues like that, and you'll be good on your own. And even on the topic of finding new distractions, because I think that's another thing that we have to really talk about, is finding new distractions. How are you going to distract yourself from living in the world that literally is turning against you 24/7? You not only have the whole attractive tier of, the Chad type guys, the Stacy's that you have to compete with. You have to compete with the average guys and women like Matthew, Becky, Jane. Like, you have to compete with everyone, and finding new distractions can really help you, such as video gaming, whatever you like to do, watching animes, whether if you like to go fishing, playing hockey, whether if you like doing Tai Chi, whatever type of exercise training you want to embark on. Start doing those things so you can find more distractions. And, it's not so much as necessarily just finding new hobbies to express yourself, to express your anger and the things you necessarily don't get to express in real life when you're working your job or around people. It's about finding a way to distract yourself from this reality you live in, because I think as well we need relief systems and way to just exert our emotional residue and the crap that we go through mentally, because a lot of us go through stuff that is literally just so uncalled for and unnecessary to go through. This is why the whole saying of, pain builds character A lot of it is nonsense. Like I said in my old video, good times is what builds the better character, because when you're having better experiences, when you're able to do more things, when you're able to, get more things to go your way, that's when you're going to be at your best. Why do you think you see very few people who are actually content and fulfilled with their life, and who can actually stand up to the challenges in their life and be successful in whatever hobbies they want to pick and make a career out of it, because they've had better experiences in their life? And that's something we all have to understand. And the good thing about, hobbies and distracting yourself is you don't need to have a thriving career in it. You could just be doing it to just find relief for yourself and find a moment of relaxation. So that's another thing we have to look at, as is, how are men going to take care of their mental health from here on and out? Because, dude, there's so much crap that's literally trying to weigh you down. Old past burdens, old dramas, old beefs. You might have a family member who still wants to lie on you and say that, oh, you cheated them out of money. You lied on their reputation, or they're just lying on you to make you look like you're just a horrible person because you didn't want to do a certain thing that they want you to do, or just even trying to go out to the clubs and socialize with people is something that is just so irrelevant and done for. Just socializing in general, this is why we're moving more into a individual phase in today's society, to where you're going to see more people isolated, people just doing their own thing. And that's the best thing for men to do at this point, is to just go about their own way, because there's nothing waiting for you at the end of the rainbow. A lot of people love to say you need to look at life through a positive lens, when in reality there's nothing good behind the rainbow. If anything, there's a swamp, there's an abyss waiting for the majority of men for, when it comes to dating, when it comes to socializing with people. That's what's waiting for a lot of guys. So if you want to avoid that, don't even bother going on the rainbow trip at all, trying to look, after the storm sets and looking to the sky for the rainbow, because at the end of the day, the storms are going to appear back in your life, and that's about it to it. And you have to be ready to endure and be able to deal with it. But yeah, guys, this has been another video. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.